guys, and welcome back to the channel and part number 20 of our farming simulator playthrough. We are obviously doing our £10 million debt challenge. We are in January and the day is almost over. Doing a little bit of farm work today. No harvesting, no contracts that I can find. We have some tree cutting to do, which I know it's not particularly the most exciting thing in the world, but it is required. We need a lot of money. We are almost broke. I'm just trying to tidy up the farmyard a little bit so that I'm not running into too many things, and a bit of housekeeping, so to speak. What else have we got to do today? I think that's pretty much it. This could end up being quite a short episode, or part, whatever you want to call it. Simply because there's just not that much to do at the minute. I'm on top of things, which is rare. Quite honestly, normally we're at the end of the day we're all scrabbling around, desperately trying to get stuff done, and not so much the case this time. Just filling a little bit of straw into this guy. I'm going to send it to one of the pig farms because I know it is short on straw. Not filling it all away because that's ridiculous. I'll just have to put it right back in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lord. Right, now I've got to figure out which pig farm it was. So we've got two. I know that we can see. So it is the one closest to us. Maybe I should rename these. Anyway, first things first, straw in. There we go. That should top them up nicely. Yep. Their straw's fine. Their straw's fine. Got a few months before we'll be producing milk on them. They've got plenty of food. They should be reproducing next month. They've got plenty of food. A couple of months and they should be reproducing. Not a whole lot of food, so let's take this guy over here. Did I leave food over there? I don't want to drive that thing all the way over there if it doesn't have food. So let's just do a quick trip. Pretty certain I emptied it out. Yeah, I did. Okay. We'll leave that to run dry a little bit more. I'm seriously considering replacing this slow ass little thing. It's a good little front loader, it really is. But when you consider how large the farm is and how much we've got to travel around, it's slow. 11 miles an hour. We need something faster. We've got the forks there, the front loader. I'm seriously thinking about selling this guy off and picking up another field tractor. So that, where is he? Our little John Deere can be, well, not relegated so to speak, but consigned to farm work, yard work. I think he'll do well there. He's all set up and ready to go. He's got the front loader attachment on him. And we can bring in another tractor to do this job. He's a medium tractor. So not all medium tractors allow for front loader attachments. This one does. Not hugely powerful, but we could put a lovely set of twin wheels on him. this file doesn't allow it. So that's what we own. Excuse me. Could get another McCormick. Or we could go blue. No, we can't go blue. Ah, there we go. The smaller grade, the Series 7 DSVAR, whatever you want to call it, does allow the front loader attachment. We can give that twin wheels too. Or nice big fat tyres. Or just leave things as standard. So yeah, this guy can do the job. I don't know why I'm looking for a front loader. We don't need a front loader. So we could go straight for the more powerful one. The only downside is that it's limited to 287 horsepower. But it is quick, 37 miles an hour. Or we could lease in something bigger. We could actually, if we're going to get a new tractor, we might as well work on something that we really want. So we could splurge and go for this guy, the Case Steiger wheeled articulated tractor. Don't know whether it offers a track version or not. I don't think it does. Nope. So yeah, we could buy in this guy for our farm, for our field work. He'd do well with the plough. He'd do well with the seeder. And we said we wanted it. We don't have enough money. Of course we don't. Even to lease it in, we don't have enough yet, but we will. But yeah, 692 horsepower. This one won't have any trouble pulling anything we want. I think this one would do well. Maybe put the weights on there as well. Anyway, that's daydreaming. So, I think we're all up to date with our fields. I can't do any of the fertilising until we skip over a day. Farmyard work is up to date. Silage. Silage, where are we? It's progressing, it's filling, but we've got a trailer that can hold 300,000, so we don't need to worry about that. I mean, we could empty it and sell it. Do we have a trailer ready to go? Up there? We do. And it's 400,000 capacity, I think, so no rush on that yet. We can do that tomorrow morning. So yeah, for you guys, it's tree cutting. I do apologise, it's not going to be the most interesting of episodes, but that's what it's going to be. I think the aim for this episode will be simply to lease in that Case Steiger and pick up fields 425, 2 and 4. 4 at the very least. We'd like to get number 2 in there as well, so because 4 is cheaper. And if we get number 4, we could actually, let's jump over to this guy. It's such a small little gap, but it's just worth it because we don't need to go up and down here with a grass cutter. Then we can plough these two together. Simple link in once these two are grown, and we would have a larger field. I may do the same to these two when I get them as well. Cut that little bit in there and you get a much larger field. It just reduces the amount of work. Similar with this, I might actually cut these all in together when I get them. That's really bright. Same with these. Probably not with those because they're really big as it is. I think keeping them separate is a good idea. Maybe with those two as well, but yeah, definitely with with 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, they're going to get cut together. Simply, it's simplicity reasons. But yeah, so loose aim for the day, well, definite aim for the day is field 4 and the Steiger brought in. And if we can pull it off, field 2. And to do that, it's tree cutting, lots and lots of tree cutting. So I'll get to work. You guys will experience it in accelerated time with a nice bit of music behind it. I hope you like the music I pick. And I will bring us back to 1-to-1 speed when we're ready to enact our first part. So that'll either be the field purchase or the tractor purchase, so we can do a little tour of the tractor. So yeah, I'll speak to you again when we're ready to go. Enjoy the show. Okay, a small break from tree cutting. There's only so much you can do before you go absolutely stir crazy. We have leased in a new toy. This is the Case IH Steiger Wheeled 620. Beautiful machine, articulated tractor, so it folds in the middle, makes for much tighter turns. Massive weights on it. I put wheel weights on it, so it'll have extra pulling power. It's got the 3-point hitch on the back end. No ability to hold anything on the front end, but it does have a set of weights either side, so it's a nicely weighted balanced machine. It will be doing most field work for us. I think would probably be the best option for this one. It will certainly pull my seeder, my plough. It'll have no trouble with the fertilising lime trailers and pretty much anything else I want it to do. It's a wonderful machine. The lights, yeah, pretty good. Decent illumination all the way around. Maximum forward speed of apparently 24. 25. That's pretty good. Full speed. That's a pretty decent turning circle. It doesn't get any tighter the slower you go, but the articulation does allow it to turn quite well. It'll do excellently for seeding. Cutting around the edges of the fields, it'll perform really well. I do enjoy these tractors. I mean, they can take a little bit of getting used to when you're used to normal tractors. The articulation can be a bit of a pain when it comes to reversing, especially if you're using longer trailers or double trailers. It can get a bit complicated, but you do get used to it. But, yeah, this one's the least in. We will be buying it, but for now it's just going to cost us more money each day. There's nothing we can do about that. We don't have the money to be buying in tractors left, right and centre, but we will purchase it. It will be ours entirely. Brilliant machine. I'm looking forward to putting that one to use. I don't actually know when we're going to get to use that straight away. To be honest, it's probably going to end up on contract work before it actually gets anything on our farm. Fields 15, 5 and 6 are all probably going to come up in our contract list for tomorrow, which will probably require harvesting. So once we've harvested those, it will want the various work, in which case we can put that thing to good use. To supplement that one, what we are going to do, wrong one, as I said earlier, our little Kubota R640, which has had very little use, is being sacrificed. He's too slow. I've got nothing against the little guy. He is very useful, but it's not exactly what I'm after. So we are going to sacrifice him to the greater good, and he'll bring us back in 57,000. So thank you very much. Obviously, where are we? Our JCB, which has done an amazing job for us so far. Look at the size difference between the two. They're huge. Our JCB will be repurposed to doing all the jobs that the John Deere is doing. And the John Deere will be brought up, and we will attach the front loader to it and bucket, and he will be solely for farm work, so moving crops to and from our bins, moving product to our animals, anything that's required basically. I'm pretty certain this will also allow me to dump straight into our animal feed bins where the little front loader couldn't do it, which will mean that I won't need another one of these. They're not particularly expensive, but I won't need to have another loader. Can't remember what they're called. Auger, there we go. I won't need another auger over at the animal feed stations. The tractor should do the job nicely, which means this one can stay here, simply to feed our bins, or rather unload our bins. So I'll be able to set this guy up, move him around up and down here, raise it up or down as needed, and we'll be able to pull our truck, our semi in to get loaded up much easier than moving that huge great big thing around. That one would just be used for filling these bins and any other bins that come in, because there will be more. We're not done with these. We will be having more as the crops increase. And we must get rid of all this grass as well. We want to convert this to gravel or asphalt or something like that, or mud. Or the grass is a bit off-putting. But yeah, so there we go. That's the a quick tour of the case and a little overview of what we're up to. We are edging ever closer to, what is it, we need 225, so we need 25, about 27,000. So another load on the another load of the wood chips. God, I couldn't think then. Will get us that one. We also would very much like to get this one, so we're looking for a total of let's do the maths here. 400, 450, 464. So call it. That's pretty steep, given the time we've got. We need about 40,000 to cover our leasing costs per day. So 460. So we're looking about making 500,000, which means we need another 300,000 before midnight. I don't see it. I honestly don't see how I'm going to make that much. But we're not going to make anything by sitting here waffling. So for the last time, the John Deere will be tasked for this. He's going to come in here and we're going to continue chopping all these trees down. This will of course get turned into a really big field. It's amazing how much we've cut through, really. It's going to start narrowing out before it widens out. I probably won't make this all one field. I will probably stop at some point so that we get a rectangle essentially, and then we'll turn that section there into another field all of its own right, for whatever reason. And then when we finally manage to pick up field 17, apparently 19 as well. That's interesting. So another little mistake by the designer we've got. When we look at to purchase fields, it turns into 17 and 19, but they're not joined. You can't select 19. Oh, I see. 19's the outer section. So where's 18? Curious. Oh well, either way, that field there It is quite expensive, but when we get it, we'll be able to cut this potato field in a bit deeper. And more product, basically. But anyway, that is for future episodes. We do actually have a tree down in here somewhere. It went skittering off in the earlier recording. I don't know where it went to, unless it fell off the edge. And it wouldn't be the first time. There's a couple of trees down there, I think. I don't know what happens to them. I'm assuming they get deleted by the system. But, yeah. Didn't think it would go this far. Must have fallen off the edge and vanished. Oh well, no matter. Lots and lots of trees to cut. All of this will go. All of this will be a field eventually. All of this will make us lots and lots and lots of money. This really does go on a long way. Wow, this is huge. Yeah, it's widening out a bit now. And this is more or less where we're going to be looking at stopping. So that this section here, well, we'll use the road as a marker, I think. We want to leave a little bit of grassland for a headland. So where the road starts turning, I think is what we'll use as a marker. So all of this, and it is huge, is going to be another field. My God, look at the amount of trees in here. This is massive. We own all this. Oh, that is monstrous. That's going to be a humongous field. If we cut it all neat and tidy and square here and bring the other field out here, this is going to be huge. And then we'll clear all these trees, but we won't, this won't be a field part here, we'll just keep this as grass. And then again we'll start a new field in here. Probably another smaller field in there. And another field in here. Probably another one there. Going all the way down, and that one we'll probably make that grapes. Not grapes, olives, simply because the more olives we get, the more olive oil we can make. So yeah, alright then, I'll shut up. That's a lot of waffling. That's 15 minutes almost of me just talking about nonsense, so I'm sure I've bored an awful lot of people to tears. So once again, I'll shut up. You guys can enjoy this in accelerated time. Some more music put on, and we'll speak again. I will try for 600,000. I don't think I'm going to get it. It depends on how long it takes. I don't want these videos to run on too long, so at the very least we want to get that one field, which should be doable. We may end up having to call it there, so we'll see how we go, but I'll bring us back when I'm ready to purchase the fields, or when I've had enough tree cutting and I can't stomach it anymore. Whichever happens first, I think. So we'll speak again real soon. Enjoy the trip. Okie dokie, tree work completed for the day. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, it's getting dark. We have moved the John Deere up to the main farm. The JCB will take over tree trimming from here on out. Poor guy, I feel sorry for it. It's not the only job it'll do, of course, it will get utilised for other things as we don't require so much tree work. But we're just gonna top up some slurry. That is for seed production. I don't actually have any product in here. Let's turn that on while we're at it. But we can have product in here. It's just occurred to me that we do actually have some wheat available to us. We are careful about it. Sample here. I think that might actually be too much, but we will make do. Yeah, thought it was too much. So it's got about 20,000 capacity. We actually need to change that. I need to go into the code and alter that. It would be nice for it to hold a lot more than 20,000 litres. But that is for another time. So we have 300,000 in the bank. Let's just stop here and pick up this bit of slurry. I say a bit, that's almost half the trailer. So we'll keep this going. Unloading. We want to top the slurry up as much as we can. We want seeds producing. As while the seeds are producing, the greenhouse will continue working, and eventually we will have a stockpile that we can use for our own seeder rather than having to buy it in. And it's getting to that point. We could do with a bigger trailer, really. What we really want to do is get the semi-trailer in. It's was it 30,000 capacity. That'll do much nicer job, and we've got a truck now, so that is perfect for this job. But I'd have been able to do this all in one trip if I had that. And technically we could lease it in, but furniture. I don't want to lease it in yet because I've got another plan. We are going to run the risk of going a bit bankrupt at the end of the day. But I'm hoping this actually pays for itself, and you'll see in a minute what I mean. Just going to get this all nicely topped up. So 20,000 litres of slurry, 20,000 litres of wheat. Wheat is being produced. There's no manure in here. The greenhouse is... oh, it's got all the seeds it needs. It needs solid fertiliser. What do we need for that? We need manure. No, of course we do. Plastic manure. Come on, piggies, do your job. Right, okay. Let's drop this trailer off in the barn. Maybe. Could be. Yeah, let's drop him off in here. In here? What do we want to start utilising? Oh, we've got a small spot here, so let's drop him off here. There we go, perfect. Right, what are we doing? perfect, but it'll do. Right, so just a quick trip up to our grain mill. Thought so. I want to put all this where we can get at it. This is flour. Ordinarily we would be holding on to this if we had the bakery, but we don't. We'd be turning this into bread, which would make us more money. But I don't have the ability to stockpile this yet. So, as predicted, field number 4, 225,504 bought. That one is growing canola, so more canola oil for us. And its growth state is a little bit ahead of our custom field. A couple of days and that'll be ready. Next little task, we are going to pick up this one. This is the Profi Liner Auto Load. It's just like the standard one. It's a mod, but it's got an auto load function to it, so it will pick up pallets, bales. What is it? Euro pallets, fluid tanks, big bag pallets, big bags, or Euro pallets overloaded. Don't know what that is. Never actually used it, but yeah, it'll hold 50 Euro pallets, or 9 fluid tanks, or 10 big bag pallets, or 28 big bags. It also has the ability to hold. Typically we tend to use the 240cm bales, so it will hold 30 bales in there. And we are going to buy that one outright. Yeah, that one's at the vehicle shop waiting to be picked up. Lots of fun. That one's going to get used for shipping purposes. It's going to go around and pick up all our pallets for us and sell it all off. We have £46,373 left in the bank. Let's reset our truck to the shop, simply because it's right here. Hooked up. Okay, open the back door. Is it just the back door that'll open? I thought it opened on the side as well. Apparently not. I don't know why I always thought these things opened on the side. No matter. This guy is going to go. We are going to go and pick up that flour. You can follow the road if you want sunshine. I'm taking the shortcut. Straight into a tree. Question is, can we get out of here without hitting a tree? Show us the road. There it is. Yeah. Our left is our flour mill. So we will enable the auto load. There it goes. 6 out of 50. And if we open up that trailer, our back doors, there they are. Neat and tidy. Disable the auto load. They'll be fastened in there. They ain't going nowhere. Next job is onto our farmyard. picking up vegetable pallets, strawberries, lettuce, tomatoes, and we'll also be picking up honey. That is not the sun, that is the moon, I think. I think that's the moon. If it's the sun, it's really weak. Obviously time is slipping away from us, but we're all done. We're just wrapping things up. We will accelerate time and get set up for the next episode. Box will crash there. Return here because we've got one to pick up. Here. Shut that off. That's planks. And that one's going in there. But that one's all topped up with planks. Oh, that's not going to go anywhere. Round to the thingamajig greenhouse. Turn on the auto load. And gobble off all of this. All locked down, all neat and tidy, well not neat and tidy, but all in there. Nice load of product all ready to go. We're not going to do anything with it today, because we're going to accelerate the time and we're going to hopefully produce a lot more. So yeah, this is the line. We could do with an excess storage facility for this. Something that we can pile in. One of our flat bin silos might actually do a really good job for that. Let's get the JCB up and working, just so we don't have implements kicking all over the place. While we're shipping him down to his new position, we will accelerate the time. We're going to push past midnight, and we're looking to get right into, 6-7 o'clock in the morning. I'll get us past midnight so you can see the interest charges and all that tick over, but I will skip the next few hours after that by sleeping through it just to save us a little bit of time. Go. Oh, and it's snowing. What fun. I hope that doesn't sell. I'm not going to relax because we've not actually got anything to do. We're nearly at midnight. Go. Wait for the huge deduction. Will we go into the minus? Oh yes we will, look at that, 18,000 in debt. Ouch. Vehicle leasing is now 30,000, running just is 33,000, 2,000 for property maintenance, 330 production costs. Ouch, that's steep. That's really steep. Okay, oh, potatoes. Let's have a look at our contracts. What have we got? Harvesting, ploughing. We'll take that contract. And we'll take that contract because we have a potato harvester. And we'll take that contract. Yeah. So as predicted, fields 15 and 5 are harvesting. Field 6 is ploughing. So we'll set up since we're here. Ooh, the snow is settling. Look at that. Everything's going white. Oh, ouch. Okay, not much doing for this episode, I'm afraid. It was one of those ones where everything's a bit quiet. Next episode we have a lot of work to do. We have 3 contracts plus seeding work, fertilising work for 3, 9, plus a little bit on that custom field. The field 5 is going to take forever. I wish I'd actually had the forethought to borrow the equipment so I could have got 2 up and working at the same time. That was a mess up on my part. Never mind. I was going to accelerate us into daylight, but in hindsight I think I'm going to leave it here simply because I need the time. This is going to take quite a while. I love watching this thing unfold. It looks like a transformer. Yeah, field 5 is going to take ages. So yeah, we'll leave it in darkness and we'll work with it from there. The semi's probably going to get used for this quite a lot. This is going to be quite the monster contract, really. It's going to yield a lot of potatoes. Might see about storing some of them. But yeah, again, that is for the next probably 3 or 4 episodes. He's going to be doing this for quite a while, I think. We'll see how we go. And, you know, the snow may actually stop us as well. If this settles and builds up, then we've got a huge problem. Let's just have a look at the weather forecast. Snow all day. Yeah, things get better once we get into April, May and June, of course, but wow, that -7. But at least until 11 o'clock in the morning, we're looking at snow probably, and that may change. But yeah, so there we go. And we've got another contract for barley on field 15, which is right next to the farm, so we'll get the X9. Get him moving to 15. Straw system is disabled. We'll get him going in the next episode as well. He won't take long to complete. I might actually put both of my combines on this one just to get it finished fast. We've got them, so we might as well put them to good use. Our grass is regrowing. Yeah, let's get this guy unfolded and into play. Go. Quick check on our infrastructure. The oats and the sorghum are producing flour nicely. The wood, the sawmill is producing furniture well, and planks. The greenhouse is shut down because it doesn't have any solid fertilizer. Seeds are finally being produced and stored. That's wheat and slurry doing their job nicely. Excuse me. Our biogas is non-existent. We just don't have the product. Our lime is totally topped up. Our carpentry is trundling away nicely. TMR is storing, could do with some grass, but we've got nearly 200,000 litres, so no problem there. And our pig food hasn't even begun. We're short on crops. And our silage is progressing. We have 300,000 stored, we have 1 million chaff, 90,000 grass. Yeah, so we've got money available to us if we need it. So even if we get shut down by snow for a day, we will get what we need. We will come out in profit. But I'm hoping this actually clears quite quickly, or at least doesn't settle and stop us in our tracks. I mean, at the very least I'll be able to get the ploughing contract complete, and that's 37,000, so that'll put us back in the plus, at least for a portion of the day. And we can always sell all the pallets that we've been putting together. And we've got 2 more pallets of honey ready to go. You get anything from those guys now. Probably won't have anything from the sheep yet, although we want to hold on to that because we are looking at putting fabric together. Chickens. tanks are filling nicely. And that's it for production wise, I think. So yeah, there we go, everything's in play. So I will say thank you all very much for joining me. This is where we'll wrap the episode up. I realise that I've waffled on for quite a bit here. I do apologise about that. I hope I didn't bore you too much. We are progressing. We're making decent inroads into various things. Plenty of manure to pick up a bit there, so yeah. Our lovely wee little animals. That's a good point. Just before we go, they're not producing. But they are in the reproduction stage. They're past puberty now. So our bedtime pied pigs are now breeding. Our Berkshire ones are not. Our chickens are breeding. Sheep are not, and horses are not. So yeah, there we are. We're progressing nicely. So yeah, thank you all very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the music. A thumbs up would be hugely appreciated if you did enjoy the episode. Do check back for more. Like and subscribe. Yeah, the whole deal. You know what I mean. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. It would be hugely appreciated. It does mean a lot to me. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. You have a wonderful day. And take care.